Hey guys, Folk here and welcome to the final icon review of today. And in this video, guys, we're going to be doing the 93 rated Andre Pirlo. I do already have reviews up on the channel for the other two icon SBCs that came out a little bit earlier on today in both Sol Campbell and in can't even remember the other cards. Striker, oh my god, Drogba, as well as the other cards. And both of them fantastic SBCs, of course expensive, but at the same time quality cards. Now Pirlo, another fantastic player, of course, of the game. Might not be like the best choice. He's one of those cards, he's a bit like Gerrard and and Lampard, that fantastic players to watch and stuff, but EA can never really seem to make them insane cards in game. And you kind of see that with Pirlo here a little bit in that whilst he was fun to be able to use, he doesn't quite have the quality like a Sol Campbell or a Drogba does in this game, and that was maybe reflected in the fact that he is the cheapest of all the free icon SBCs. And don't get me wrong, I still like this card. I think out of the three of them, he was the weakest one, and like in terms of the impact. Well, I say impact, I mean, he still got me 4 goal contributions in 3 games, I suppose, which certainly wasn't too bad. I did go ahead and do his lone SBC. He also does have 5-star Scummers and 4-star weak foot, so he does have some good stats to this card. There's no doubt about that. You look at his in-game stats, like I said, 96 in both composure, ball control, reactions, 99 free kicks, 97 short passing, 97 vision, even 86 shot power, and 91 long shots aren't too bad. Just having the basic chems that apply to him. Player traits, he has an abundance of player traits. Flair, long passer, long shot taker. There's also playmaker, outside foot shots, team player, and then finishing with icon profile. I don't know what it was reflecting. I'm guessing maybe his time at Juve or at Milan, but of course, now manager of Juve, who did win a little bit earlier on today as well, in what has been a tough season for them, going out the Champions League against Porto. Probably not going to win the Serie A title, so that's going to fall to one of the Milan clubs, probably Inter. But in terms of how this card is to use in game, listen, I don't think he's too bad, and I can understand people doing the SBC, for example, maybe they liked watching Pirlo growing up or something like that. I can understand people wanting to do him, and I think he kind of stands out in 2 parts, and you probably know what they're going to be in both dribbling and passing. I think in those areas he is superb. I mean, his dribbling for midfield is fantastic. Of course, having the 5-star skill moves, I'll be honest, it's something that I myself don't really utilize. I don't really do that many skill moves apart from step overs, which like a 2-star skiller can still do step overs. So of course, if you're a skiller, you're going to be able to get a lot more out of this card probably than what I would. But in terms of like his actual dribbling, just how he feels on the ball, of course, having 96, in reactions, ball control, composure, his ball control goes to 99, his dribbling goes up to 97, even his agility goes up to 90 as well. He feels nice and smooth on the ball. So his dribbling in general is superb. His passing's fantastic. He's already got 99 free kick accuracy, and then his vision, short passing, long passing, and curve, even with just that basic camera style, all maxed out at 99, which is fantastic. Even has 92 crossing as well, which isn't too bad. But he came away with 2 assists in the 3 games, which from a centre midfielder role was actually a really, really good return. And even 2 goals as well. One was just from the penalty spot. One was a nice little decent finish as well, just inside the box. So even like his 86 shot power is and his positioning was obviously pretty good. Tackling wasn't too bad with this card. On the whole, he's good, but at the same time, there are so many cards like him. You look at the football of the SBCs, for example, the Vidal cards, Renato Sanchez, Kondogbia and stuff like that. And those SBCs were cheaper, I believe, than Pirlo, and obviously Pirlo has the benefit of being able to link to anyone. But in my opinion, I think like a Renato Sanchez costs a similar price, or like a Vidal costs a similar price to this Pirlo card. And on paper, I think they're just better cards, and that they can work pretty much anywhere in the midfield. I think Pirlo, you couldn't really play as like a CDM or whatever. It kind of restricted to using him, I suppose, maybe as a cam, but then again, like his shooting stats, whilst they're decent, not the most insane, his pace isn't quite there. I think a centre mid role certainly is his best position. I think he's good. I just think he lacks slightly in a few areas. Would be like a top card in this game. I can still understand people doing him as like a bit of a throwback card or whatever. I do think he is the weakest out of all the SBCs. I think, in my personal opinion, Campbell was the best SBC out of all 3 of them. I think they were all good. I think in terms of like the set of icons that have come, this has been the best set that we've had all at once for an icon release. So I think they've all been good cards to be able to. I just think that Pirlo was probably the weakest out of all 3 of them. But anyway, guys, that will finish off this player review. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.